What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here of the Top 10 Seed series. I know it was a little different, Top 10 Seeds, but today, ladies and gentlemen, I have 10 beautiful mountain biomes for the 1.17 update. Now, just to keep things in perspective, we are in Snapshot 21W16A. Will not work in the Bedrock edition, in the Pocket edition, won't work in any of those. It'll work in the Snapshot, in this Snapshot. It may work after, it may work before, but I can't promise you how it works and what will happen. So if you're loading it in this Snapshot, that's when it'll work. Disclaimer aside, welcome back, everybody. My name is Mini Gaming. You guys can call me Just. If you guys are new here, the seeds will be popping up on your screen, and they'll be in the description for your copying and pasting pleasure. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I appreciate it more than you can ever believe. By hitting that on the channel, it really helps support the channel grow and, you know, push me toward the dream of actually being a YouTuber. So, anyway, guys, without further ado, everything's covered. It's in the Snapshot. Let's get into seed number 1. Now, coming in at seed number 1, ladies and gentlemen, my main focus for this video was goats. Goats are amazing. Goats are one of the coolest features that we actually got to keep here in the 1.17 snapshot. Now, I realize my frame rate for this clip, very low. It'll increase. Don't worry. I just gotta lower my thing. It's fine. But check out, they're hitting the freaking llamas. They're hitting the llamas, and the llamas are hitting them back. I love it so much. Oh, goats are such an awesome addition. Now, with the lack of features coming out in the new 1.17 update, we kind of have to go with what we got. So we got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mountain biome, and hopefully when they release a new terrain generation for mountains and caves and everything like that, we'll end up with a beautiful mountain with goats on it. So there you go, seed number 1. Now, with my render distance a little bit disabled, you know, we're down to 16 instead of 26 chunks, so I run a little better in the snapshots, which is super strange. I don't know, man, I don't know, but check it out. You're actually surrounded by a beautiful mountain biome. Now, obviously, I'm gonna get you guys some goats. Check it out, right off of spawn, you get a beautiful valley of goats, and I love them. I think goats are one of the coolest additions. Not only do you get that, you get this beautiful terrain generation. Everything in this seed just kind of lines up really nice. You get a couple patches of goats, and the mountains aren't small. It's a nice mountain range. You know, how the hell do you talk up mountains all that much? It's a freaking mountain, man, and it you get goats, and that's the primary focus, man. I'm running out of ideas, man. If you guys want to see a certain 1.17 feature that wasn't removed from the update, be sure to leave it in the comments below. I'm struggling here. So I watched back the last clip, and I sound so distressed. I sound like I'm going insane. I'm not running out of ideas for seed videos. Don't worry, they're still coming. But with the removal of most of the features here in 1.17, other than things that are kind of minute that really don't make a difference to seeds, doing these kind of future videos is very difficult. So trying to find mountains, you get beautiful generation, and generation's one of the main things that I look for when I look for seeds. That, and if it's a certain feature or biome, I try to find those, which in this case it's mountains. And goats are the main thing in this seed that I really wanted to point out and see that you can get. But yeah, 1.17 kind of removing those features made it a bit harder for these videos to be made and to be, you know, suitable. When we had the caves, it was awesome. I loved it. But you guys get goats. You guys get freaking goats, and check out these mountains. If this wasn't something you wanted to go explore in 1.17, and they could even get better with the new generation if added in the seeds work, and everything is very circumstantial, and I'm just rambling on. There's your seed, there's your mountain, and there's your portal. Coming in at seed number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. I love this seed. Check this out. Ready? So you fly up and you actually spawn in a beautiful forest biome. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but you're surrounded by mountains. If you go out exploring a tiny bit and you really have to go like 100 blocks off of spawn, you're gonna find yourself some goats because you're inside of a mountain biome. Look at this cute little guy. Look at him. How can you say no to this guy? He's adorable. That was a terrible picture. But not only do you have that, you have a variation of different biomes around you, which I thought was really cool about this seed. And it has beautiful mountain generation. So you get a nice dark oak forest, you get a swamp biome, you get mountains, you get forests, you get spruce, you get everything. You get everything you could possibly really need in a decent survival world right off of spawn if you wanted goats. Goats are there too. They're the main feature, but goats. So that's why this seed made the list. I thought it was pretty interesting, right, buddy? Do you agree? Okay. Now coming in at that 50% mark, ladies and gentlemen, technically technically we spawn inside of a mountain biome. But this mountain biome, it really does actually pique my interest. And it's weird that it piques my interest because it's a very obscure mountain biome, right? It's kind of in the middle of a few other biomes. It stretches over a little differently. It's a very strange biome layout, but I absolutely love it. I think you could build a really cool castle build here. It could be a very, very cool landscape. But the thing that I found really cool is the goats actually spawn in a plains. Technically, they have spawned within the biome here on the corners, but since the only place they can really go is down here, they can go up, but why would they? You get this beautiful little valley of goats and of cows, and I thought it was really, really, really interesting. Now, don't get me wrong, goats can pretty much spawn anywhere, just like a passive mob can in anything, but the chances of it being there kind of high. So, yeah, that's why this seed made the list. Look at it. It's actually beautiful. Mountain biomes, insanely beautiful. It's also 4 a.m. Now, if that last seed didn't tickle your fancy, ladies and gentlemen, check out the spawn for this seed. This seed spawns you literally inside of a dark oak forest, a roofed forest. But you can see goats from your spawn point. You spawn in, you get yourself some wood, and then you go over and you can find some goats, some cows. He just yeeted himself off the cliff. Why not? Like, why wouldn't he? He can just do that. But not only do you get that, you get a beautiful sunflower forest over here, or sunflower plains, whatever the hell these things are called. I love them. But this biome kind of progressively gets crazier. You get goats right away, and you get this beautiful little peak here that I think is awesome. I think you could build something really cool. But not only that, you go through this valley, you're going to get a very kind of a choppy generation, and it's very, very, like, tear this down, you could live in here, put your house in, the very flat surfaces here. It's just a really, really weird biome, and I don't know if it was supposed to spawn like that. Maybe they've changed something in the update, but either way, it definitely has worked out, and I really, really like it. And then not only that, it branches into the water and gives you this really piratey feel. And I don't know, this seed to me is one of the cooler ones on the list just for generation. I know we're trying to look at goats, but look at the damn thing. It's freaking beautiful. Alrighty guys, check out this seed. It got some glitchiness right away, which is okay. You know, Minecraft is full of glitches and is what makes it fun, but there's obviously the answer. Right over I don't even know what I'm trying to say, man. If you head over here from spawn, you're going to get a beautiful village, and it's actually very plentiful. You get hay bales, you get some buildings, and it will give you a decent start to the world. Now, let's go into what we were talking about, because that's an add-on. That's a bonus. That's what I would have considered in the top 5 village seed series, which is kind of a series on its own now, I guess. Close to it. But if we venture into this beautiful, 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 beautiful biome, check this out. How can you not sit here and say this doesn't look grand as hell? Like, seriously, this looks absolutely grand. You could build something beautiful here, and you wouldn't really have to complain about much. Now, if we venture out over here a little bit, you can tell this seed's very, very unique in how it's a mountain range, and that's how mountains work in real life. There's like mountain ranges, right? And you get this beautiful mountain range separating these biomes, and I thought you guys would love this seed because it's just so grand and interesting. And if you didn't notice, those are goats down there. You got to do a little adventuring into your mountain biome for these goats in particular, but they do spawn in here like they always will, and there's even some in a river. Coming in at seed number 9, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. You spawn in a beautiful, that doesn't matter, you're in a forest biome is what it is. Climb over the mountain, you get a meadow of freaking goats, man. Look at this, a meadow of goats, that's what I'm calling it. I love that so much. Check this out though, you go over here, another meadow of goats, and this is actually quite flat land for working in a mountain biome. You get some beautiful terrain right here that's blocking you off from the other mountains, but you do get fairly flat landscape, which is awesome if you wanted to build like a cityscape, or if you wanted to build something very castle-y in this area. This area really holds a lot of potential for what you could add here. And to make matters worse, you're overlooking the ocean, so you could have a beautiful like ocean view from your castle on the hill. I love it. I think that's just a really cool feature, and I think this seed is probably one of the best building seeds in the video. Now coming in at the actual seed number 9, because I can't count in my head apparently, and notice when I ended that last clip that we were on seed number 8, but look at little busy little bees. Bye bye, see ya bees. I love it so much. But check this out. Obviously you're spawning in kind of a gross biome. You're spawning in kind of a swamp. Swamps are gross. But if we fly over here just a tad, you can see there's another mountain biome. Now check this out. There's a portal, mountain biome, mountain biome. And you may be like, Justin, why is that cool? Because this swamp actually cuts through the friggin' goats. Check this out. You got goats here, and you got another giant mountain biome over here, but it's separated by a swamp. It's completely clear cut by a random swamp. Now this is the one we're going to take a look at because it is right next to spawn, and it does have some different like hilly landscape, and it's not very large, but it gets the job done, right? You know, you got goats, you get a beautiful castle build overlooking a gross, like, Shrek could live here, I guess. And then if we fly over, you know, a beautiful witch hut. Nah, it's not that beautiful of a witch hut. You want it to be mostly water, but you're okay. And then, check it out. You get a beautiful mountain biome, right? Okay, cool. So, now let's actually go to seed 10 because we're caught back up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this case, I did save the best seed for last. This is my favorite seed in the entire video because you spawn right next to goats, right? You spawn directly next to goats. You can come over, you can make them run into trees and get those horns. It'll be a real cool feature in Minecraft. But if we actually follow this biome a little bit, you're going to see that it leads to a few different biomes. We got what's it called? A birch forest, a forest, we get a regular plains, we get another birch forest. But if we follow the mountain this way, in this way only, is where it leads. I don't know why I said it like that. It's just, oh man, I gotta start going to bed. You're gonna notice not what I found originally. Where was it what I found? What? I'm so confused. Wait, did I go to the wrong area? I think I did. I think this leads to where I want to go. It does. So I'm sorry. Don't follow my instructions. This will actually lead you. Come on. Where is it? It's so far. I thought it was right here. Yeah, there it is. Damn it, dude. Why couldn't I find that? The mountain biome actually extends into a desert biome. And the terrain for the desert biome kind of held the mountains. You kind of get the weird kind of structures going on here that the mountain biomes that just kind of take over and make it happen. And then as you can see, as it comes into render distance here, you get a weird, very weird structure and a desert temple all within like walking span of each other, which I thought was really cool that it connects to your mountain biome. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the Top 10 Seed series. Sorry if I'm getting a little rambly in these videos. Sorry if it just seems kind of weird because when we were making these videos, there was so much hype. There was so much excitement for the 1.17 update, right? There was caves, there was cliffs, there was all these new things being added. And then Mojang made the announcement that they're pushing it back, which I fully support. Don't push out a version of the game that you guys don't think is ready to be pushed out. But it really put us like 4 steps back in making videos for the 1.17 update because now we're not getting the features that are really shown in seeds, right? You don't get the deep caves and the high mountains. You don't get the new like what's it called, the new floor limit and the new height limit. You don't get any of that atmospheric stuff, which is basically what you're looking for in new seeds. So we kind of have to go with what we get. We kind of have to point out the things that are kind of minute, I guess you would say, kind of basic and would be pretty much valid in a 1.16 seed because they just exist. But we do get goats, we do get a few different things, so that's where we're going with it. But anyway, guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, my name's Mini Gaming. You guys can call me Justin. I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. I do put a lot of time, effort, and money, dollary dues into these videos, so it does really support the channel if you hit the subscribe button. So thank you guys. The like button, that helps too, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching to the end if you did. Peace.